to answer your next question, which is, Tommy, what about credit? Because I want to build credit. And by the way, I'm happy I caught you this early, man. Before you go ahead, you sound like me, man. Because I was at 19, I didn't have somebody like me, so I was doing it all, bro. A lot of stuff made no sense, but but basically, what they tell you is that you need credit. In reality, you don't need credit. The only time you're going to need credit is to buy a home, but even then, you don't need credit, because what they do is something called manual underwriting. It means, for example, that the bank takes a look at your income and also your debt, and they basically create a profile on you saying like, hey, here's how much we can actually qualify you for. What credit does is basically makes it easier for them to qualify you without having to do a manual underwriting, right? Because it can just be automatically done. But manual underwriting requires, for example, a real person to actually do it. So in reality, you don't need credit for anything. If you're starting a business, you don't need credit either, because you can just do it slowly and fund it, for example, with the extra money you have after doing everything for yourself from your job. You know what I mean? If you do want to build credit without debt, just to make it easier to get, for example, a mortgage when the time comes, then what you can do is the one bill method. That basically means you get 1 to 2 credit cards, secured credit cards, of course. That means, for example, because you're brand new to credit, you're gonna get either Capital One secured card or Discover secured card. Now, you put on those credit cards, for example, a small bill, whether it's Netflix, and on the other one, for example, iTunes, and you cut, for example, the credit cards in half, meaning you don't use them, set them to auto pay themselves in full, and you build credit like that without ever going into debt. You've got to stop.